Welcome back. The Hawks have filed its answering affidavit in the urgent application brought by Norma Gigaba following her arrest, which she says was an orchestrated scheme to intimidate, bully and gain unlawful access to her devices in order to delete specific information. The Hawks are denying the allegations, saying it was officers from Mpumalanga who handled the matter. Our reporter Barry Bateman is following this story. Let's cross over to him now. Barry, good afternoon. Thanks for your time. So the Hawks saying it was the investigators in Mpumalanga. Why are the investigators in Mpumalanga?
Yeah, good afternoon, Clement. Well, that was one of the big questions that came out when it emerged that these out-of-province Hawks officials were handling this case. I mean, why would the Hawks firstly be handling malicious damage to property and criminal injuria matter, let alone ones from Mpumalanga? Well, in this answering affidavit, the Hawks investigator who addresses this says that he's part of a team which was established by Godfrey Lebia last year, specifically to deal with conspiracy to commit murder cases. He says that in about June, Malusi Gigaba came to them and under oath opened up a complaint, him believing that there was a conspiracy to have him murdered, that people were plotting to have him killed. They say that these officers who were part of this unit which deal with conspiracy to commit murder just happened to be from Mpumalanga. So that docket, that investigation just landed on their lap by the mere fact that they were a part of the specialized unit. It's that reason that they say that they were investigating this. So when this additional case that came in about the 21st of July related to the malicious damage to property, the investigator explains that it just made sense that this other case might be linked to the one they're already investigating, so they took it up. They investigated the matter and ultimately handed over the docket to the NPA, obtained a warrant of arrest, which they say was all above board, and ultimately executed the arrest warrant.
There are also allegations here of intimidation, of bullying, of gaining access to Norma Gigaba's devices and deleting that information. How are the Hawks defending themselves against these allegations?
Well, Norma Gigaba said in the application that she was almost lied to by the officials. She was told that she wasn't allowed to have legal representation when she was questioned in her home. She was almost instructed to hand over the devices and bullied to give over the pins for these devices. What the Hawks are saying is that none of this is true. They reject it as false. They're saying that Norma Gigaba voluntarily handed over the devices. We're looking at a cell phone, an iPad, as well as a notebook, and that she voluntarily handed over the pins for these various devices. They also reject the claim that certain information was deleted from the devices. They say that if anything was deleted from the devices, it was done so by Norma Gigaba. They say that everything was done above board and in terms of the law. There's also another aspect, Clement, that Norma Gigaba is asking for the docket, for example, to be revealed and for the warrant of arrest to be set aside in this application. The Hawks saying that if she wants the docket, she must apply for this in the normal course of the criminal proceedings which have already been lodged and are in before the courts. They also say that the application to have the arrest warrant set aside, it's moot at the moment because the arrest warrant has been executed. If she's got any issues, she must take it in part of an application within the criminal court which is currently underway.
All right, Barry Bateman, thank you so much for your time.